Alright, we are on the play with Rug Delver. This hand looks quite keepable. We've got land drops to make. We have a threat. We have interaction. We have cantrips. It's a pretty good keep. This Misty Rainforest very well may be getting a basic forest, so I think I just want to lead on Steam Vents Pass. We're either going to Tarfire a thing, or we are going to Scour ourselves. Looks like Scour. Let's get this graveyard up. Ooh, I like having tribal in the yard. Now that we have 5 lands, I think we can pretty safely fetch out whatever we want. So let's get that basic forest I mentioned. We might end up wanting to conserve a little bit of life. I really don't want to see a Path to Exile though, because we don't need a 6th land. Maybe if it was post board and I have Huntmaster and I want Huntmaster plus Mana Leak. Overgrown Tomb is a bad sign. Tidehollow Sculler, okay. Well, they're going to be pretty pleased. Take Tarfire. Hand is pretty bad now. That's okay. Spreading Seas is very interesting. I don't know how I want to sequence this. I don't think I care to Scour right now. I do want to use this Seas. We can cut them off of black and green, which seems good. I think we do it with these and leave up a Scalding Tarn. Select that land. 1, 2. It's possible that maybe we want to cut them off of white, but there's also the fact that that cuts them off of 2 colors theoretically, and that is a pretty high ceiling if they have green and black cards in their hand and they can't cast them. They take the damage because they don't want us to have a Tarfire. Abzan Hate Bears of some sort? I'm not entirely sure. Ghost Quarter certainly makes it more likely that we're going to see Leonin Arbiter and friends. That's quite bad, because that's going to be a Goyf probably. Yeah, we're going to need something to target that with. Otherwise, we will be in trouble. I'm going to get a basic island and use the Thought Scour, because I want to get it out of my hand. Although, you know what, we might just shock and keep lands in the deck. Our life total is absolutely relevant right now, but given that they have Ghost Quarter there, I think that might be a better play. Of course, I don't know. Lightning Bolt. Splendid. We're going to Bolt, Tidehollow Sculler. Oh, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. Let's play this Scalding Tarn. Or Tarn can only get an island, so it's actually pretty bad. We're probably going to end up playing the Stomping Ground. We're going to Bolt the Sculler. Now, that will die. We get Tarfire back. Trigger, please and thank you. Very nice. We're going to use Stomping Ground now, because I want to keep blue up. Tarfire that guy. Oh, this is so sweet. And 3-turn clock with Denial. Hopefully Denial's good. We are flooding extremely hard. For a 17 land deck to draw 6 of them, oh my lord. That is unfortunate. I believe we were just stopped cold in our tracks. Okay, well, we can't top deck super well forever. Breeding Pool tapped. I believe they know about it. Is that a bad idea? I have 2 denials. If I attack, they're just going to block. I was thinking we could race and we win because we attack first. So they'll go to 4, we go to 4, they go to -2. But they'll just block and then they have the choice of attacking. So that seems pretty bad. It looks like we did successfully cut our opponent off of... It's a misty rainforest. That's awful. We cut them off of black, it looks like. Although if they have a swamp in their deck, they can just Ghost Quarter to get it out. Collected Company, that is going to eat a denial. You don't need that. Like, seriously, please don't. I don't think we can handle a Collected Company in this spot. Selfless Spirit is fine because it gives Indestructible. This won't show the sacrifice part, but Indestructible does not get around sacrifice, so we still just need something that will target that Goyf. We have 2 bolts and 2 Tarfires in the bin. Knight of the Reliquary we can't really interact with, and that'll get pretty big. It's a 4/4 already. We are in some trouble, and the Selfless Spirit is a clock. I'm a little worried. Okay. I know variance in Magic is a thing, but jeez. How many fetches did we use? 1, 2... We used 2 fetches. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands out of the deck. And there's another one. So we have seen 10 lands at this point in the top 22 cards, which really does hurt for obvious reasons. But we're actually in a pretty good spot regardlessly of it, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think we did the best with what we had. I imagine they just get in with Selfless Spirit. Why are they attacking with their Goyf? That is scary, but I do need to block because otherwise we could be dead very quickly. I don't know why they made that attack. Maybe they have something? This is post-combat, so it's not like a surprise Kessig Wolf run. Our opponent is dealing themselves damage with these fetches. If they go down to 3, a top-decked Bolt or Snapcaster will finish the game. There's also the fact that the Knight is tapped, and I don't see Coral Helm shenanigans. What does Murmuring Bosk do? Okay, it's that land. It's the Abzan one. Although I don't think there's actually a cycle of these. I think it's just an... Wow, that's a lot of stuff that we can't deal with. I believe this was from the Lorwyn cycle of tribal lands, because it talks about tree folk. There's a merfolk one, I know for a fact. I believe this one just does more colors, though. Serum Visions is a good draw. It is a very good draw. In a sea of bad draws, I am very happy for it. Okay, these both need to be bottomed. It's entirely possible we're just going to die. But we have a chance, and maybe our opponent screws up. So let's play this Mandrills. We have more than enough fuel for it. Let's get it out here. So they're basically just playing... I think this might be Abzan mid-range. 1, 2... Let's leave a fetch. Get rid of, say, Denial, Scour. Come on, Xmage, work with me. It seems very slow right now. 4, 5. There we go. Okay. Now, we could theoretically have gone for shrinking the Goyfs, but as is, our Goyf is large enough that they probably only attack with 1 creature. Do we want to play a land to thin our deck slightly? If they attack with everything, 6, 6, we block 2, we take 8. I think I don't want to go to 1. No attacks. Let's just go through. We have very bad attacks right now. These knights are likely to get bigger. They can ghost quarter if they want to. They won't even have to tap knight. Suddenly, knight beats Goyf without needing the exalted trigger from Hierarch. And then we're looking at probably both knights and the Selfless Spirit coming at us. Which actually makes it very relevant that we didn't fetch, because then we can chump one knight and take 9 go down to 1. We probably block Goyf on Goyf, Mandrills on a knight, and pray for the greatest draw that ever was. We can't take hits from 2 creatures. I believe that's just what we have to do. The game is not looking good for us. I don't believe Abzan midrange, well, it's clearly a company deck now that I think about it, but it's not your typical combo-oriented Abzan company deck. Orzhov Pontiff is pretty good at finishing off our Goyf. Yup. Happens. That phantasmal image really slowed us down. And we even let them cast it with the Spreading Seas. That's funny. I wonder if they have a blue land in their deck for that, or if they're just trying to get it off of Coco. We may as well use the Serum Visions. They already know we play them. We are super duper dead. I don't think there's anything we could draw here. Bolt certainly doesn't do it. Just a little late. Traverse, actually, if we had another draw, Traverse would win us the game, I think. 5 card types in our graveyard. We would be able to Bolt, Snap, Bolt with a land. Bolt is 1, Snap Bolt is 3, Traverse is 1. If we had the ability to draw that Traverse for 0 mana right now, we would win the game on the spot. As is, we're going to scoop, because we are dead. Very, very dead. So what can we do to non-combo Abzan Company? Blood Moon seems excellent. Explosives seems excellent. Dismember's probably good. Don't know if I want the Mountain. Extraction maybe. Revelry seems pretty bad. So does Grudge. I definitely want these Blood Moons. And Pyroclasm seems somewhat good, but they actually didn't have a lot of small creatures. It's more of like an Abzan version of Big Zoo. So I think I don't want these Pyroclasms. Most of these cards look pretty good. 11, that's a lot of stuff to cut. Spreading Seas I do think is good, even though it helped them slightly. Curiosity doesn't look great here. Renegade is tricky because they do have big guys, but I believe we're the aggressor, and Renegade isn't that great at attacking, especially against someone with so many creatures. Snapcaster Mage seems good. I like all the bolts. We can cut probably 1 leak. All the Scours can go. Doesn't look like we're going to win with a quick Mandrills, and we'll even cut at least 1 of them. Let's take out some Disrupting Shoals. Those aren't likely to be good. Simic Charm is pretty versatile. I like it. Maybe we cut a Denial. We're at 50. Maybe we don't bring in the Mountain. Or maybe we switch the Mountain with the Breeding Pool. That's not too uncommon. Spell Snare can probably go. I don't think we saw any 2-drops. Well, actually, I was going to say 2-drops besides Phantasmal Image, but they also had the Artifact Pseudo Discard Effect, the name of which I am blanking on, so maybe Spell Snare is good. Let's bring these cards in to start. We totally missed. 1 minute to go. We have those. 1 card has to leave. Do I want 18 lands against them? Maybe. Maybe we just cut another Mandrills? That seems good. Huntmaster's probably going to carry a lot of weight. Huntmaster's really good in these kinds of matchups. I think I'm going to run it. Let's see how we do. We are on the play again with a pretty good looking hand. I'm going to keep this. 3 lands, turn 1, turn 2, interaction. We get to be proactive while also being able to interact with them if the need arises. I like it. Blue Abzan. I do believe the only blue card is Phantasmal Image, but I'm not sure. I want Blood Moon mana, So I think I'm just going to start with the steam vents. I was thinking maybe we get a breeding pool off of this tarn, but then if I get a forest and draw a blood moon, I'm going to feel pretty bad about myself. Misty certainly suggests that they do have blue sources in their deck. Of course, Temple Garden is not one of them. Burriton Forge Tender makes me glad I didn't bring in Pyroclasms. I don't think we reveal it, but I'm pretty likely to want to play it. So, yeah. We either play Delver plus Interaction or we play Goyf. Forge Tender has pro-red, so we can't hit it. And it can also sack to protect their guys from Tarfire. So holding up Tarfire becomes a lot less attractive. I think I just want to get an island off of this Scalding Tarn now. I don't think I want to offer a trade with that Forge Tender. Probably not. Because I want Blood Moon mana, I'm going to do this now as opposed to using the Steam Vents and holding up the fetch. I doubt our opponent runs a bunch of board wipes, so I don't think playing out Delvers is very bad for us. Due to the presence of Collected Company, maybe we shouldn't have cut so many counters, but they can also be pretty bad in these kinds of matchups. Oh, I should have end-stepped there. That was kind of bad. We could have considered the possibility of hitting Selfless Spirit with Tarfire and then making them use the Forge Tender. Basically, it would have just saved us on mana. I think I want to use the Misty before the Steam Vents. I kind of like attacking here. They'll probably chump with the Selfless Spirit, or rather trade, because we have a 3-turn clock if they don't interact with us. We can also go Tarfire Goyf, which sounds pretty splendid. So let's do that. Make them sack the Forge Tender. This will also make for a pretty big Goyf, with instant, tribal, and creature hitting the bin. Yep. That is fine. Selfless Spirit protects the team. Burriton Forge Tender protects the Selfless Spirit. That's nice. Okay, we have the block. Makes sense. They are considering not blocking. I think they should block. Of course, I don't know their hand. That's fine. We could have used the Dismember to make them not able to take that line, but I think I'd rather save the Dismember for something that's a lot scarier. If we get this forest, they can cut us off of green with that Ghost Quarter, so I think we're actually going to get the Breeding Pool. Goyf is the only green card in our hand, so I'm not super scared about cutting us off of green if we do top deck a Blood Moon. And I'd like to play around that Ghost Quarter. I'd say we have a pretty good board. They scooped. Sweet. So, is there anything we want to change? Let's look at our counter suite again. We have 5 counter spells in the deck. Almost certainly for Collected Company. It's pretty much the scariest thing they have. On the draw, I might want this other Denial. What I would cut, I could not say. Spreading Seas isn't nearly as good against them as Blood Moon is. Still seems pretty good though. Maybe that is the cut. I think I like Engineered Explosives because it gets around Forge Tender. And it's just really good. We can take out Goyf. We can take out Knight. We can take out really whatever the hell we want. So that seems good. Snapcaster's still great. I think all of these are correct. And I do like the Blood Moon, so Spreading Seas is on the chopping block. Let's put it here. I want all of the counters because we're looking at getting more counters. How good is Extraction? Probably bad. Extraction is probably worse than this third Denial. I was thinking Extraction because I'm used to Abzan being a lot more graveyard oriented, but we haven't seen a lot of graveyard shenanigans from them other than Knight, and Surgical's pretty bad against Knight. So we probably shouldn't have brought that in the first place. These 60 cards look pretty good. Now it looks even better because we can actually see the 60, and let's head in. Game 3, on the draw, we are 1-1 against Abzan non-combo company. They actually might be running Coral Helm because they are playing Misty Rainforests and they have Phantasmal Image. So if we assume that they have... This hand is not great, but it is keepable off the back of Blue Source plus Serum Visions. So we'll keep. Being on the draw should help us develop our mana a little more. They have Phantasmal Image, which they would only be able to get off of Coco, and Noble, so they definitely have ways of producing blue mana. It's not even close to a stretch. Second land means we're no longer concerned with playing these Visionses. I think we want to go Island, Stomping Ground, play around our Blood Moon, seems good. I forgot about Hierarch producing blue. I'd say it's entirely possible they have the Knightfall combo in their deck. Do we want Island here? It could end up cutting us off of some blue mana, which we probably are going to want plenty of access to. But then, if we don't get Island, we're basically killing ourselves to our own Blood Moon. But Blood Moon's not going to be great because they do have Hierarch, so maybe we just get a Breeding Pool. And we're going to play Delver because, like I said, we hit the second land off of our draw step, so I would rather play the threat on one than the cantrip. If we had only one land, I would rather use the cantrip to develop our mana, because otherwise we're going to do something like threat on one, cantrip on one, instead of cantrip on one, threat plus something else on two. Delver does not flip, and Huntmaster isn't exactly what we want to see. I'm not too scared of this voice because we can EE for 0 to get rid of tokens. Our life total is going to be under non-zero amounts of pressure though. I think we want to fetch, get a Steam Vents, and use the Breeding Pool to Serum Visions. I'm using the Breeding Pool because if we draw a Bolt, we drew another Serum Visions. Dismember's not bad. Forest seems kind of good, but I think we need to be interacting. So maybe we need to just dump these. I don't think we're gonna live to Dismember if we don't interact soon. Of course, we have a lot of card filtering with all of these Serum Visions, so maybe this is fine. But then we don't get to use Delver profitably. This is hard. Okay. We keep Dismember on top. Delver transforms. We get a clock. What are we dismembering? I'm sure there are things we want to dismember. And we can Serum Visions. We can use Visions. We flip off of Dismember. Use Visions to draw the forest. And we still have... We use 1 mana for Dismember. 2 mana. We can play something like a Goyf. Let's keep both. No, 1 mana would go to Serum Visions. We have to do something else with the other mana. That's still probably fine. I forgot about our second Serum Visions, which will be used right now. So we won't necessarily be transforming the Delver, Forest, or Island. I think it's Forest, because the Island's going to cost us life. Although we could also have both and then just hit Huntmaster on time. So let's do that. I don't want to play the explosives yet. I'd rather save it for now, I think. Another reason to not really be super concerned about Blood Moon is they had this Misty, so they could do at least a decent job of fetching around it. So I think we were better off doing this. Xmage bugged out a little bit there. That's fine. We'll take 3. I can live with that. What I can't live with is... Okay, Knight hurts. Knight certainly hurts. We're going to take a good chunk of damage. But I will reveal it. We might just slam EE on 3. We could also go for Dismember Goyf. Dismember Goyf looks really attractive. And they can't get the Knight out of Dismember range while Dismember is on the stack. We're going to go down to 7. I didn't reveal the Dismember. Did I actually do that? Oh, I revealed Forest. Oh, that's right, because I put the Forest on top. Okay. I forgot that we drew the Dismember off of the Visions. Let's take that out and slam a Goyf. Goyf should do a pretty good job of stabilizing us if they don't have something like a path. So I don't think going down to 7 is too bad. Next turn, if they don't attack our lands, we can Huntmaster, which seems straight up awesome. I don't think a company deck would be running something like a Siege Rhino. So that's good. Of course, if they Coco us, I'm going to be sad. Dusk to Dawn. That's fantastic. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Wow, that was awesome. That's fine. We can go to 4. No reveal. We're going to go down to 3. That is okay. Absolutely fine. They will be able to... What's even the word? Aftermath Dawn. Returning all creatures power 2 or less to the battlefield. That is 5 mana though, so I'm not super concerned about that. It won't be a massive tempo swing, and they can't get the Knight back. I don't think. I'm going to double check in a moment as this Huntmaster comes down. Delver's also going to hit them for 1 because why not? It's not like we're likely to want to block with this Delver. So we're gonna get in there, go to our turn, and Graveyard, please tell me it's... No, it's a 2/2 with the ability being active while it's on the battlefield. So Dawn is going to be fantastic. Is Dawn an instant? Dawn is a sorcery. We're gonna chump with this wolf. Block there. I don't want to die. Plain and simple. I also don't really want to kill this voice because they can get it back. Never mind, killing voice just got a lot better. Them casting a spell makes our life slightly more difficult. Let's get rid of that. What happened? I'm confused. Return all creatures with power 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. I thought it was the battlefield. I guess they don't push cards like that these days. That's fine. Although for 5 mana, I think that effect is fine in at least Modern. Do I want this? I want to attack with Delver. We could leave the transformed into Ravager back to block, snap, maybe do something. Let's play the land anyways. I don't want to play any spells though because I want to shoot that voice. So that seems good. Let's do that. Maybe we could get in for an extra 2, but I would feel a little safer if I had the blocker, just in case they have something to make shooting the voice less good. And we have snap. What? What can we snap back? Nothing. Unless I want to go to 1. With the Dismember. That's an option. It's good to have options. You and that. So voice is gone, which is nice. If we do go for Snap Dismember, then Ravager will transform back into Huntmaster. And we might actually do a pretty good job taking this game. Abzan decks are pretty difficult to deal with because they get grindy and they have very good removal. It's a lot easier to take out Abzan company decks because they tend to skimp on removal to run more creatures. Um, Abzan Evolution, on the other hand, is very difficult to play against because they are really value oriented and they tend to... What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, a Scavenging Ooze could hurt us a lot. We're going to use Snap with that on the stack probably. It's unfortunate how big this is going to grow, but I think we need to deal with the Knight. We could also just let them do their thing. Ravager, pass. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Get an extra transformation out of it. Abzan Evolution is very grindy, and they can run Sigarda with some pretty good consistency, and Sigarda pretty much is just lights out for us. Unless you have two flipped Delvers that are just good to go. We're not going to crack this fetch because I legit might want to use the Snapcaster Mage. Also, Ghost Quarter. And we're unlikely to need the mana. We could EE for 2. EE for 2 seems very good here. Deals with Skoos. This is a 4/4. That's kind of scary. We could also EE for 3. I don't know which is better. Don't reveal. That's a pretty bad draw for us right here. Maybe we shouldn't have kept the Spreading Season. I'm not entirely sure. What do we want to do? I can pass the turn, go for Snap Stuff. Huntmaster won't be able to kill Skoos because he can eat 2 creatures. I can shoot the Hierarch profitably. And then dismember either the Knight or the Skoos. That seems actually kind of good. Kind of want to do that, and then we'll use EE on our next turn to do stuff. So let's pass. Another reason to not use this Misty is Ghost Quarter. So if I get a basic, Ghost Quarter gets a lot better. And if I get a shock, we are going to be dangerously low on life. Question is, what do I shoot with the Snap Dismember? They use Noble Hierarch to start eating. Oh no, I should have Snap Dismembered beforehand. Unless they make Skoos very big. We could be in a little bit of trouble here. They would need to use all of their green before Snap comes down. That seems unlikely. We're in a pickle. Exile is just going to grow, and I can only get it so far off screen. Our clock is ticking down due to some amount of lag. Hierarch's fine. I believe we're going to be attacked for a good bit of damage here. Yup. Oh boy. Okay. I kind of want to send in Snapcaster now so that I can block with it. So that's what we'll do. If we get to use Dismember, cool. If they eat it with Skoos, that's probably okay too. They played Hierarch, and we only have the one instance, so if they do eat the Dismember, we won't be able to transform our Ravager. They have the option of playing another spell, so they could do it. They could transform it for us. I don't know if they will. Skoos eats Dismember almost certainly. Yep, that's fine. At least that means Skoos can't eat Ravager now. It can trade with the Ravager, unless they Ghost Quarter themselves to get a forest. So yeah, we're going to be very careful about how we block. I think we're going to give up Delver. Trigger fizzles, that's fine. So Ravager probably won't block at all, because if it blocks, they're just going to do whatever they have to get it killed. We're going to block with the other 3 likely, although that kind of sucks. I definitely want to chump with the Delver and the Snap. The problem is EE will only be able to blow up one thing. Probably we go for Skoos and then just try to chump Knight for a while. So we can actually just let Skoos hit us for some damage, which might be good. We can double block this Knight, but then they use Ghost Quarter, so I think we're just going to be safe. Do that. Should be good. Skoos can get very big with all of these creatures, but that's not nearly as scary as it otherwise could be. The real challenge will be blocking Knight for long enough that we can go over it. Also, does that say we have 5 minutes on our clock? This is going to be a very difficult last game. They could probably even just run out our clock. Yep, that's fine. Ravager does not transform. We need to EE and Visions, basically, to get Ravager to do his thing. Which, EE for 2, crack it for 2. We might have to crack this Misty. It's a Delver. We're going to crack the Misty. Although now we might not use the Visions. We're going to get an island because, well, we're going to let Ghost Quarter do its thing at this point. I'm a lot more scared of losing to... So we're going to cast it for a CMC of 2. Okay. Blue-green, I'm a lot more scared of losing to damage than I am to Ghost Quarter at this point. So we're just not really going to care about the Ghost Quarter. I could use the Spreading Seas, but that seems silly. Let's crack this. Pay 2. Get rid of Scavenging Ooze. Hopefully they don't have another. Scavenging Ooze is actually quite good against us. It's a really good card. They're going to eat some stuff before they go down. Makes sense. Gain some life. That's what I'd do. And I think we'll even attack with the Ravager because we need to get this game closed. And it's not like I want to block with Huntmaster, so that's fine. We'll play Delver. They hit their Razorverge Thicket. Maybe I should have played the Delver beforehand, because they could Ghost Quarter our breeding pool, and then we wouldn't be able to use the Delver, because we don't have any more blue. So that was a misplay. That was certainly a misplay. Okay, now that that resolved, we get to play our Delver safely. Maybe I should have attacked first, but I really want to get this Delver down at this point. Let's get in there for 4. They're not going to block with Hierarch, but maybe they will, because we'll just shoot it anyways. But if they block with Hierarch, then we can shoot the Elemental. So that all happens. Yes, yes. Oh no, that's the other transform. Silly me. Okay, end step. Actually, your turn. We have nothing to do. So do not give me priority, game. I just want to block. Hopefully we don't time out, because that would kind of suck. We do tend to get a lot more mid-rangey post board. Voice is going to hurt. And they're obviously playing a mid-rangey deck. We probably need to block with both. We definitely block the Knight. How happy am I to take 4 and keep Delver around? Not very. Maybe a touch. I don't think perpetually blocking is going to get us there, so we'll take 4. Hopefully Delver transforms. I should have checked how many instants and sorceries we had post-board. Maybe Delver wasn't so great at this point. Excuse me. Wooded Foothills. That's bad. That is very, very bad. We're just going to pass the turn. Shoot probably the Voice to cut down on the number of attackers they have. And then actually cancel skip. I need to think about this. We can give up on the shooting and we can try to Visions into something. I think that's what we have to do at this point. It's very sad that we're not transforming Huntmaster, but second Huntmaster is really good. With Renegade and Traverse, Renegade seems excellent here, so we're going to keep that. Do I want Traverse? We have instant or creature does the trick, so I want both of these. Give me Renegade first. This turn we're going to play Huntmaster. Stick around. We might actually be able to take this. I'm going to have to speed up. Okay. We Huntmaster now. Next turn we either transform 2 Huntmasters into Ravager, or we play Renegade, Spreading Seas, and Traverse. I think these Huntmasters probably give us enough breathing room that we can transform them and then use the Traverse and Renegade to transform back, whereas this turn I don't think I had that breathing room with just a Ravager and a Delver on blocking duty. So I think at this point it's better to go for the Serum Visions play and gas up. On the next turn we may actually want to just hold off on playing spells, let things transform. Delver's not going to do anything for a little while. Maybe we should have put Traverse on top, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to actually Spreading Seas. That probably would have been a better play, because then we have an Aberration, which could start clocking, because if we get some damage in, we can close this game. That Scavenging Ooze must have gained them like 4 life. This is really close. This is so exciting. I love Huntmaster so much. Card is amazing. Oh my god, it's good. Probably single-handedly kept us in this game. It is so strong. So good in these creature matchups where Delver decks otherwise have a lot of trouble. Such a good card. And Renegade is going to do some work too. Another nice little data point for it. Activate Knight. This is kind of scary. What are you doing? Horizon Canopy. Oh, they're drawn for stuff. That's fine. Oh, maybe they don't have a spell to cast. If they don't play a spell, okay. Oh my god. Okay. That's okay. I thought it was one of these slightly more powerful Gideons. This Gideon won't be backbreaking unless they have a second Gideon, because then they can emblem, and we would need to kill the other Gideon and them, which is a lot harder than just killing them, especially when they have that board. That board's scary. Gideon is going to do something. It's probably not embleming. Oh, the emblem actually doesn't kill it. I didn't note that. So it looks like these Huntmasters might just be shooting the Gideon. They're not going to make it a creature this turn. So they're either prevent all damage target permanent would deal. Okay, that's fine. That is okay, because we didn't set up a flip. So we can axe off the Gideon, which is probably our first priority. We have a good number of blockers, so that's fine. We're going to pass the turn. No, they don't need to see that. We're going to hold off on Renegade and Friends. I actually might play this Foothills, but we're not going to use it until next turn, especially because of Traverse. So go to us. I don't want to do anything except for direct these triggers. Please do not give me priority. That was an 18-second turn. We actually might not have that much time. I like that our opponent went to 9. That makes me happy. Do your thing. You. Voice. I would love to. Let's get that Gideon off the board right now. Oh, I think our scrying scared them into doing that Gideon thing. That creature. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Yup. Gideon is a goner, which is nice. Knight is a problem, but we have quite the blockers for it, and this little guy. This Renegade is looking like it's going to do so much work. Big Game Hunter hurts. Big Game Hunter hurts a lot. I think we can actually pull this off. I am very optimistic of our chances. Do I want to take 4 off of elemental? Because I might not want to block. I think I want to take 4 off of elemental if they go for it. If it's just knight, we're chumping. Just knight. Just knight. Please be just knight. Being at 6 is a lot more comfortable than being at 2, and I don't want to block the elemental, so I'm hoping, okay, now we have to decide if we block the elemental. So next turn, we have access to this mana. If we want more green, we have to fetch shock. So I actually think we block both of these. Then we fetch shock, we go to 3. We play Renegade, Huntmaster, and the other green is Traverse for Huntmaster. So let's block here and here. I want to see that block, Xmage. Xmage. There we go. Like that. Okay. It's our upkeep. Alright, so we're at 6. We're going to play 3 spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Green, green, 4 for Huntmaster. Let's do it. Actually, before we fetch, we should double check that we do have Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground's in the deck. Let's get this stuff going. We have to be very fast with our clicking. Stomping Ground, yes, we need exactly green, green, green. Start with a Traverse. Do it. 4 card types in the bin. I actually didn't double check that. I would have been so upset with myself. Renegade for green. Done. Huntmaster, please hit the stack. 1, 2. Cancel so that we don't need to click through things. Okay. Renegade on stack. Ooh, okay, I clicked done. No attacks. Need that Huntmaster to survive. We are going to lose this game to time. That really sucks, but we're going to do our best. And that, go to us. I don't want to see that timer tick down. Please don't. Please don't give me priority, Xmage. So we probably could win this game if I shut up a little more, which makes me think maybe I should shut up a little more. I believe on our next turn we do literal nothing. Okay, they're at 8. We don't need many Huntmaster triggers to kill them. We actually might be able to just not have priority and have state-based actions kill them by putting triggers on the stack and just clicking their face very quickly. That might be the play. Oh man, this is stressful. I don't know if I can click that quickly. Our opponent has the luxury of taking their time. I really hope we're not lagging and actually just losing right now. I'm not sure why they're doing that. Maybe they have more horizon canopies? Yeah, they do. That's okay. I guess they're flooding out too. We didn't flood too hard though, given that post-board our curve is a lot higher. Oh wow, another knight. So we are going to be on quite the chumping duty. Look at these 10-10s. Okay, we block 1 elemental? Or do we block both? Think we only block 1. No, let's block both. It makes more sense, I think. Hurry, 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 hurry. Did I really spend 10 seconds blocking there? That is awful. Okay. Nope. No thank you. Don't want it. Do not want it. Don't give me priority. I'm good. Cancel, skip. We're gonna bolt a thing. Are they just dead? Ravager hit, bolt. Is that a thing? Okay, let's go for it. We might have this. Them. Hunter. Yup. Don't show it to me. I don't want to see it, game. I do not want to see it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Them. Elemental. Why not? I don't care. I don't care. I absolutely 100% do not care. Just show me that they're at 3, please. Bolt. Face. Did we do it? Done. I don't know if they can gain life. We did it, guys. Holy crap, we just did that. So Renegade's pretty good, although I think any creature at 1 CMC would have had that sort of effect. Although I'm sure it dissuaded them from attacking with their giant knights, so that's good. That's another point in Renegade's favor. I'm starting to think maybe I should stick with Renegade and throw second Snapcaster in the sideboard. I'm looking at my sideboard currently. I'm going to have an update video for the deck. Once I sort that out, Dismember in the board is on the chopping block. I don't think it comes in enough. We're going to find out, and I will let you guys know. I hope you enjoyed that thrilling match in which we won with 23 seconds left on the clock. That was fantastic. Huntmaster is amazing. Renegade pulled weight, and that's pretty much my story. See you guys.